I live in LA and we just had an earthquake. The earthquake just happened kind of more in northeast, and I'm in like southwest, the very southern part of LA County. So I kind of felt it a little bit. Not a big deal. It happens all the time. Okay, hello. I wanted to do a little vlog about kind of like what life has been looking like for me lately. I feel like I have a lot of stuff going on this week. I have my first sponsored video coming out soon. If you're watching this, then that video probably was already posted. This week I have to finish editing that video. That's number one. Finish editing and filming that video. I have to film the ad for it and integrate that. This sponsor also wants me to do an Instagram reel, so I have to write the script for that, send it to them before I start filming it. I also have some stuff to work on for a web design client. I've also been taking on some graphic design work for them. It's this nonprofit. They have a fundraiser coming up and they need a bunch of graphics for the fundraiser. I have a meeting tomorrow with a new potential web design client, so I have to prepare for that meeting today. These are just like the big tasks for the week. Also, I just started kind of getting back onto Instagram. I kind of wanted to start getting back into posting more regularly. There's more things that I want to share that I don't get to share in my long form like YouTube videos. I recently made a video where I talk about things I do to control my anxiety or like to manage my anxiety. One of the things in there was to limit my social media intake. If I'm spending a lot of time on apps like Instagram and TikTok, not only is it a waste of time, but it also definitely like see a difference in my general mental health. So I was kind of like off of the apps for a while. There is a downside to that, which is I've been feeling kind of out of the loop. Like I don't really know what's going on in pop culture, in like current trends, like what people are talking about, what people are doing. I have slowly started to integrate TikTok a little bit more into my routine, which I feel like I have to be very careful with. I think that's it for now. I've been working on some of the graphics for my nonprofit. I need to finish that up because I've got so much other stuff I gotta do. Okay, before I continue with my day, I have to drink my little Magic Mind mental performance shot. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been taking these little mental performance shots. They're supposed to give you a sharper mind, lower stress, and better energy. I feel like they've been really working on me. I've been so busy over the past couple of weeks, so this has really been helping me stay focused and not get distracted. I am like getting into that flow state like every single day while I'm working, and time just flies by. I love that this gives me more of like a calm energy. It doesn't make my mind race, and it doesn't make me jittery at all. If you're interested in trying them out, of course I have a little discount code that is going to be in the description below, but it's only for a limited time, so make sure you jump on that. Definitely check it out if you're interested. This is really what it's like every day as a freelance web designer slash budding YouTuber. Every day I'm just sitting at my computer working pretty much all day and into the night. I'm so thirsty. New bottle, by the way. I love how big it is and I love the colors. Hello. I have a bone to pick with the sport of pickleball. Last night I was supposed to go and play pickleball with some friends. There was going to be 6 of us. The parking lot was packed. It was a small park. All the street parking was full. We could see the courts from the parking lot and we could see that they were all full. At each court there were multiple people waiting to play. This has been my experience with pickleball. It's always so packed that you have to share a court with lots of people. You go and wait for your turn to play at a court with your friends, and everyone else is watching you. You're on a stage. Everyone is watching you because they have nothing else to do, because they're waiting for their turn to play at your court. It's very intimidating. As a new pickleball player to be watched by all these people, it triggers my social anxiety very much so. So we were driving around trying to find parking. Chris and I were like looking at each other like, do we really want to do you really want to do this? We bailed. So we were like, sorry guys, this is too intimidating for us. Am I a bad friend for doing that? I kind of felt a little bit ashamed of myself. We drove around the corner. There's another park around the corner that just had 4 courts, but it was tennis courts. Not as busy. Chris and I had brought our tennis stuff because we've been kind of getting back into tennis lately. We played for an entire hour with the court to ourselves. We broke a sweat, you know, we got some exercise in. I think in terms of racket sports, I want to say that I like tennis better. I have a call coming up with a potential web design client. So I just want to kind of go over some stuff to prepare for that meeting. Like giving me an idea of like what you're looking for. I'll send you that email, I'll follow up. Okay, bye Amber. I just had this little call, it went really well. Now I just have to put together a little like price estimate breakdown with a list of all the deliverables and send that to her in an email. So I'm gonna write that really quick and then I'm gonna try to go on a walk. Let's get to work. Okay. I think I need some brat energy. I just wanna go and turn around. I just want turn rereading the email over and over. I think it's good. I think we're good. I'm gonna send it. Sent. Done. Let's go for a walk. So hot. If you ever see one of these in the wild, I saw one at a thrift store once. It can be very tempting to want to play with the tail. This is your warning. If you play with the tail, it will be near impossible to get it to move again. I have to constantly stop the tail so that I can record without having the little clicking noises in my recording. But then most of the time it's really hard to get it to move again. Are you working? Excuse me, are you working? I think we got it. Good morning. We got a lot of work to do today, as per usual. First up, we're gonna continue with the morning routine. I'm gonna journal and then I'm gonna tramp. I gotta edit my video today. I have to have it done in 2 days and I haven't started editing yet. And it usually takes me like 30 hours to edit a video. So I have 2 days to get 30 hours of work done. I'm gonna try to cut down my editing time for this video, so we'll see how that goes. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat dinner last night because I was working so late. I was just like in the zone. I'm still very tired. I just woke up, so I'm gonna drink my little morning drink, my little shot like I was mentioning earlier in this video, and then start writing in my journal and then work out, okay? And then I'm gonna eat. I'm so hungry, oh my gosh. I had a dream that my tattoo came off. I really want to get more tattoos. If only we had the money to do whatever we wanted. Maybe someday. I think I'm gonna make rent this month. I typically don't make enough money to pay the rent, to pay my portion of the rent. I pay half. I pay a little less than half at this point. My husband pays the rest, bless his soul. During the dry months when I wasn't making a lot of money, I would just pull money out of my savings, watch my savings dwindle. I still have some savings, but I'm actually gonna make rent this month without pulling money out of my savings, but I'm probably still gonna have to pay money out of my savings because I do spend money on other things. My phone bill, my internet bill, the electricity bill, the gas bill, all the bills, as well as food. I have to spend money on food as well. I have had people tell me like, why don't you just let your husband pay for everything? And I can't do that. I can't let go of my independence. I must pay my way. I worked hard to save money so that I can pay my way through these beginning years as I'm like getting my business up and running. I'm not gonna spend money on frivolous things like a tattoo, even though I did But I mean like bigger tattoos. Like this one wasn't that expensive because it's tiny. We are planning a trip to Ireland though. It's hard juggling my frugality with my priorities in life and the things that I want right now at this point in my life. Hi, I'm Jen. I don't have kids. I'm 33 and I don't have kids, and I want kids someday, but I'm 33, so I'm like getting to that point where it's like you might be getting too old to have kids soon. So I've been thinking about the things that I want to accomplish before I have kids, because in my head, once you have kids, your life is over. I know it's not true. I know that I can't say that. I feel like once you have kids, you kind of lose a lot of your freedom, you know? It's easier to do some things now before we have kids. For example, starting my business and starting a YouTube channel and all that stuff. But also traveling. I want to travel more. It's hard. Not only does traveling cost money, but it also costs time. It also takes away time that I could spend on my business and on work and stuff. And as you probably can see, I am super busy. Every day I'm working like all day until I go to bed, and I still feel like I'm not getting enough done. I'm sure a lot of other women out there can relate to this feeling that there's like a ticking time bomb and that you need to accomplish all this stuff before you have to stop everything to have kids. It's a very stressful place in my head right now. Electrolytes. Bun. We got a bun. I was listening to Chappell Roan today while I was journaling. You know the song Pink Pony Club. I'm sure you do. Every time I listen to that song, it makes me really want to go to West Hollywood and dance at the club. I haven't done that since I was in my 20s. I feel like that is a thing that you do when you're in your 20s, like go dancing at the club. This summer I've been listening to Charlie XCX and Chappell Roan, and I'm like, I'm wanting to like go back to the club and like dance again, but I'm in my 30s now. Like I feel like that's not a thing you do when you're in your 30s, unfortunately. The generation below me is at the club right now. It's always so depressing when you go to the club and you're like the oldest one there. Maybe there are clubs for 30-year-olds. If there are, I want to know about them, because Charlie XCX is like my age, or she's like a couple years younger than me, so she is in her 30s, I think. Where is she going to party? I'm sure there are places. I feel like I'm not that cool to know about them, so I'll just dance in my room instead. I'm having a little chips and salsa break. I'm having a little issue with my audio. It's a lot to explain. Salsa's not bad. I think I could use a little more spice, and I also didn't have cilantro. Maybe a little more salt and a little more lime juice, but it's fine. It's fine. Fit check. We're going barefoot. Decaf coffee. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I just finished the first pass editing my design with me video. Here's the thing. The first video that really did well on my channel was a design with me video. And it was me designing a real website for a client, which is also my friend Sarah. A lot of people commented on that video saying they wanted more of the same kind of content. But the thing is, I haven't had any clients since then that wanted like an entirely new website. So I decided to make up a client to design them a website. I don't really like the design I came up with. Normally I would just keep iterating on the design until I like came up with something that I liked, but I don't have time. I'm so tired. I've been kind of thinking like, do I even want to make design videos like this in the future? I don't know. It's kind of vulnerable to put your work out there like this because like I said, I don't even like the design. Maybe I'm just being hard on myself, I don't know, but I'm like rethinking this entire video. But the thing is, I need to put it out there because I have a sponsorship for that video. It's my first sponsor. I need to have it done by like tomorrow. What am I even doing? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do a voiceover now for this video. My neighbor plays the bass guitar. Isn't that cool? Isn't that so cool? He also bought a drum set. Love that for me. I've been sharing walls with people for about 8 years. I don't think I have lived in a place where there is peace and quiet. There is always an issue with noise of some sort. I feel like I'm gonna have to use my mic because I don't know if you can hear me. It's just so loud. I kind of wanted to talk about how crazy it is that I am now making money on YouTube. Around the same time that I got my first little sponsor for a video, I also got monetized. I'm officially monetized and making money from ads on YouTube, which is amazing. I just wanted to take this time to thank all of you for watching, and thank you for supporting me, and thank you for subscribing and for your comments and your likes and everything. Like, I really appreciate it. I'm excited to see where this channel goes, and I am so happy that you are along for the ride. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. It is Friday afternoon and I'm almost done editing my video. I'm probably just gonna be working on this for the rest of the day. You know how people go boop, boop? I'm gonna try to start doing that. So let me try it out right now. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Boop. How are you gonna live on the second floor in an apartment and get a drum set and play the drums in your apartment?